Hi, I'm Debra Meiburg, and I'm with Christine Kernohan from Gladstone. And you are from Wairarapa.
Wairarapa, that's right, near Martinborough. People know Martinborough.
Martinborough is much
Yes,
easier to pronounce,
exactly.
but it's good. Wairarapa is really becoming a unique sub-region with...
It's the greater region, and within the Wairarapa you've got Martinborough, and just north where Gladstone is a region itself. So we're Gladstone Vineyard, the first winery in the Gladstone region. We were the first established there.
And Martinborough in general, the larger area,
Yes.
how do you compare it, say, to Marlborough style?
Well, the
Pinots.
The Pinots, I think this sort of earthy, almost European character that we get from them, has a bit more complexity, that savoury aspect that comes through.
Now, your accent isn't exactly that of a Kiwi, so what happened there?
Yeah, well, I'm a Scot, but that accent never really goes. We went to New Zealand for 3 years, but that was about 35 years ago. And I haven't been in the wine industry all that time. I've been there for about 15 years, and that was the sort of second sort of midlife. That was the midlife crisis. Take over a vineyard and try and do something else. So yes, it's not what you thought of doing either where or when I grew up. But that's why we've got a wine called 12,000 Miles, because it's 12,000 miles from Scotland to New Zealand. Half my life at each end of the world.
Now, everyone dreams of owning a vineyard. So tell me, how was it? How does it stack up?
A lot of fun, and it's a lovely mixture of indoor and outdoor, although I have to say that my job is more indoor these days in front of a computer. But yes, it's you've got the grape growing, the winemaking, and the selling and marketing. And I think one of the absolute fun things is doing an event like today, when you meet your co-suppliers from around the world. And there's a lovely network of winemakers from France and Italy and Australia and New Zealand and Oregon. It's great. It's a really good part of it.
And what do you find the biggest challenge?
The marketing and selling. The wine industry is a challenge these days, there's no doubt. We all have to work hard to develop our brands. There's a lot of wine out there. The consumer is well blessed, and really just developing your brand and selling it.
What do you think resonates with consumers? What are the messages that you find consumers respond?
Maybe I'd have it all sewn up. I think different in different areas. I mean, at the end of the day, the consumer can expect good quality wines. A story is important. I think a passion and integrity. But then it depends. I mean, it depends whether they're looking for the $15 bottle of wine to take home off the shelf, or they're looking for the really special bottle of wine for a special event. So, and there's a lot of all of those out there for them too.
And how about library? Are you keeping some stock behind for us to drink 10 years from now?
Yeah, and we're doing more of that. We never kept very much to start with, but particularly with our good
That's called
Pinots.
cash flow, right? Yes.
Yeah, and it's also partly called recognition that, you know, you've got wines that you probably want to look at, and so particularly our Pinot Noirs and our top ones we've been looking at holding a bit more, and we just, you know, some of our Rieslings as well, which we've seen even with a little bit that we've had, which have aged exceptionally well over 10 years. So it's exciting because I think both our grape growing and our winemaking quality is way ahead of where it was 10 years ago. So I feel if the wines have aged well then they'll continue to do so, which is good.
And Riesling?
Yeah, we make very little of that, but when we've got a good one, we've got a really good one. Beautiful minerality and good concentration, and we make a dry style Riesling, so yeah, it's a hard one to sell though.
Oh well, I'll look forward to trying it.